So we are going to get started in a moment, guys. I'm super excited about tonight's training. But before we get into it, I want to go over a couple of things while we wait on some more people to jump on. Just a few announcements. If you want to continue to still drop what you are grateful for. Sean says she's grateful for getting over strep throat. Listen, I done had strep throat a few times in my life, so I already know what that's about. I know you feel so much better. Sheridan says she's grateful for family, getting her week organized and ready to run. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. I love it. I love it. And so, a couple things I want to mention, guys, before we get into tonight's training. The first thing is this: today is the last day to submit your results for the Take Control Challenge. So, if you participated the last 30 days for Take Control, make sure you submit your results today. Today is the last day. So, whatever email address that you registered for, they emailed you to let you know today is the last day. So make sure you submit your results. That's the first thing. Second thing is the new challenge, the next round of the Take Control Challenge starts on the 30th. Starts on the 30th. I believe the registration is going to open up on the 27th. So for those of you that know that you played full out and you have some results that you're proud of, leverage those results to invite people to the new round of challenges. Okay. So submit your results for the current challenge or the one that just ended, and get ready, get prepared, and get the word out for the next challenge launching on the 30th. Okay. The next thing is this. The next thing is this: Taste and Talk Tour. If y'all saw, I'm sure y'all saw the videos and the lives and all of the amazing things from the DMV event. Well, guess what? Atlanta is next, November 9th. I know we got some powerhouses coming in, flying in, driving in to be in the room. So make sure that you not only promote and invite, but if you can be there, be there. You don't know who you know that may live in Atlanta. Everybody knows somebody in Atlanta, okay? Everybody knows somebody in Atlanta. So make sure you get the word out, guys. Tasteandtalktour.com, tasteandtalktour.com. We've been dropping it in the chat. We've been emailing it out. Antonique will drop it also in the chat on here. So guys, make sure that you get your reserve your spot. Right after that is Houston on the 22nd, Freedom Weekend. There's also a Taste and Talk that's going to take place as well for guests. But the Taste and Talk Tour Freedom Weekend in Houston is going to be amazing. You want to make sure that you were in the room. The last event that we had at Coach Natalie's amazing location was phenomenal. And so you don't want to miss the opportunity to connect, to learn, to grow at a whole nother level. There's going to be some opportunities to get some content. Like, you definitely want to be in the room. That's a great way for us to bring in the holiday season together, working, connecting, and winning. So make sure you visit tasteandtalktour.com so you can get all your tickets, get the word out about all the things that is going on. But y'all, I'm excited. I'm excited because I have someone amazing on here tonight, someone that I've watched over the years truly blossom. I'm going to say that. She's truly blossomed. Her and her husband are such a powerful team. I've seen her growth. I've seen her go from the back to the front, okay? Keeping her foot on necks, okay? Doing what she does. She's one of the qualifiers for Compete to Retreat. And guys, we still have a couple weeks left to qualify. Remember, November 13th is the last day to have your 100 customers or your 50 business partners or your 25 customers and 25 business partners. And so what better way to teach, to do our master class and to hear from someone that's already knocked it out. So she's going to share with you some strategies, some tips, the things that her and her husband did to be able to qualify for Compete to Retreat. So I want you guys to drop some fire in the chat. I want you to drop some fire in the chat for this amazing powerhouse. Now, I don't want to get your rank wrong, Sierra, and I should have asked you beforehand. So just tell me, because I don't want to be wrong, Chad. I've been going since I've reached out to you. Is regional or national? Regional?
It's
All right.
regional. Yep. Yeah.
Y'all drop some fire for regional director, qualifier for Compete to Retreat, amazing one, but she'll be doing an opportunity call or taste and talk during the week. So y'all drop some fire, get your pen and paper ready. If you want to get your retail game up, if you want to be in the running, I want you to pay attention and tap into Sierra. I'm going to give you the floor. I'm going to move out of the way. Take it away, Queen. Super proud of you. I'm excited. I'm going to pick up my notebook off the floor so I can take some notes too. Okay.
Thank you so much, LQ. You guys do me the honor. I have to give it right back to her. If you guys can just drop LQ in the chat, okay? Thank you, LQ, for consistently showing up, consistently paving the way, consistently believing, it, because I remember there was a point in time where I, in the back of the room had to borrow your belief that I could be doing the things that you're doing. So to be here is just a full circle moment. And I want all of us to just show our appreciation and gratitude to LQ. All right. So first and foremost, you guys, before we get into this, I did something special for you guys because LQ said, listen, this is a masterclass. Listen, how can we get our 100 customers? What are you and your husband doing? And I'm just going to say this, you guys, back to the basics. Okay. I want all of us to have an open mind tonight and just be willing to get back to the basics. And so I don't know, Antonique, if you can make me like a co-host, because I actually came here with like 3 slides that I want to share. And if I have your guys' permission to share my 5 simple step strategy, just put simple in the chat. Like if I have your permission, let me know, and I'm going to go ahead and share that with you guys. So let me see. Let me see if I can share, you guys. All right. All right, let's see. We're going to go right over here. Let's do this. Can you guys see that? If someone can unmute, just let me know they can see it. That'd be very, very helpful.
Yes, we see it. 5 simple steps to enter 100.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. All right. So here we go, you guys. This is super, super simple. And I just want you guys to know that all of us are capable to do this. It's just about you believing that you can do this. Okay. And so I'm talking to the big believers tonight. I'm talking to the people that are ready to take action tonight. I'm talking to the people who don't care what it looks like today, but know that tomorrow those numbers can increase if you do these 5 simple steps. And so the 5 steps that me and my husband did, you guys, is starting with our warm market, okay? Going live or hosting your very own taste and talk, leveraging social proof daily, all right? Following up like a pro, and then keeping them retained, okay? So when we kept them retained, we did that through leveraging TLC 2.0 deals, okay? And so I'm going to break this down to you guys. And I did the slides because you may forget what I say, but you will not forget what you see, all right? And so boom. The very first thing, you guys, is starting with your warm circle, all right? And so, you guys, your warm circle is typically the easiest. It's the easiest people because you usually know these people. You interact with them daily, weekly, monthly, right? And so I want you guys to not overthink it, all right? Because the very first 20 to 30 people that we got were already in our phone, okay? So you guys put phone in the chat because we all have a phone, right? And so you want to start with your family, your coworkers, church friends, gym buddies, people who are already complement your energy. And here's something that we all have to do, you guys, all right? I want to encourage everyone to really ask yourself, did you go through your phone book, your Rolodex of people? Because a lot of the times, you guys, and this is something that Ty and I did at one point, and we had to say, wait a minute, we have to believe, right? We have to believe bigger because the goal is to qualify. And so sometimes, you guys, you may have that aunt or that uncle who don't want it, or they don't have the money, or the person told you no, and you just forgot about them. Put yes in the chat if that has been you up until this point. You said, oh, they don't want it, or every time I ask them, they just say they don't have the money, or right? We all go through those people and those situations, right? But you guys, we have to understand that situations and things are happening that you know nothing about, right? And so it's okay to go back to your warm circle, to the people that may have said no in the past. Maybe that person said no because they lost their job. Maybe that person said no because they weren't ready. But you guys, this is the perfect opportunity, especially with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming, right? That people want to do 2 things. They want to lose weight. They want to make money. So now is the time, you guys, to circle back to those people, and don't just immediately start off with a sale. Hey, do you want to support me? Do you want to buy? check in with these people, ask them how they're doing, what they've been up to, what they got going on, right? And then take that as an opportunity to leverage what you are working on. And so, an example of one message that we sent, I mean, you guys, we sent this message so many times that our phone was just like blowing up, right? Is hey, what you been up to, right? And I've been working on my health goals and helping others do the same. Can I send you what's been working for me? All right. So that's just an example that we use. I want to encourage you guys, go through your phone, revisit your phone, and go through every single person. Even the people that said no, now may be the time to circle back to those people. Because remember, everybody says no, not because they don't want it, but because they just may not be ready or because of the things happening to them. All right. So that's the easiest. The very easiest is reaching out to people you know, like, love, and trust, and they know, like, love, and trust you. All right. So warm circle, you guys, I promise you, you do that. Not the people that you say, oh, she never has money. Those are the people who this time they got a check, they got some extra money somewhere. Now they're ready to help you out. Right. So boom, everybody's going to commit. Drop a 1 in the chat if you're going to commit to revisiting your phone and really, 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 really going back and committing to connecting with these people again. All right. So that's step 1. Step 2, you guys, I want you guys to know, all right, before I even read this, TLC Freedom, you guys, we have a opportunity call every single night, Monday through Friday. All right. Every single night, Monday through Friday. This is the perfect opportunity, you guys, to bring in your customers, bring in your people that have expressed that they need money. This is the perfect opportunity, you guys. And this is truly what we did. Every single night there was an opportunity call. We were just sharing the link, sharing the link, sharing the link. Hey, can you come support me tonight? I want you to just listen to me and just give me some feedback, right? And as they're listening to different testimonies and as they're hearing different things, something clicks for them, right? And so after inviting them to the taste and talk, we would just follow up with them. You want to do that. Hey, what did you love about the call tonight? And they may say, oh, I love that they were talking about the coffee, or I love that they were talking about that girl, she showed her picture. I can't believe she lost that much weight, right? And this is the perfect opportunity for you now to leverage the products that we have, right? And so visibility creates curiosity, right? And so whether you guys are, however you guys are exposing your people, it has to be, but you have to expose them, right? It could be on Zoom. It could be for the people that love to go on Instagram Live. It could be in person, one-on-one, right? And I just want to encourage you guys to host, have conversations, very, very short, simple, and to the point. And truly what you're doing, you guys, is you want to share your story, share the products, and highlight testimonies, okay? And so when we talk about sharing the products, I see this a lot on social media. It is a great thing to share your products. But one of the biggest things that helped Ty and I during this is sharing what the products have done for other people. And the best way to do that, you guys, is when someone has purchased from you already, asking them, hey, can you just shoot me a text of your experience, what you loved about the tea? Did you love the taste? Did you love that you can get back in those jeans? I heard the young lady say earlier, are you like, what are you loving? And then take a screenshot of that, you guys. Share it on your social media. Oh my God, my client loves this tea. She can get back in her jeans. Because the truth is, you guys, not everyone may be thinking, I want to lose 50, 60 pounds. People don't even think it's possible. But they can think of the jeans that they can't fit, that's in the back of their closet that they want to get back into. And so if you continue to share testimonies, okay, testimonies builds belief, you guys. And so you want to make sure that you're constantly sharing testimonies. Get a whole bunch of people's before and afters. Laquail posts them all the time. I post them all the time. Go ahead and take them and just share it online. Share it online, right? Sharing truly is caring. And you want to make sure that you do it over and over and over and over, not just Monday and then we don't see you again until Friday. You want to get consistent at sharing testimonies, whether that be before and after photos, whether that be someone saying, hey, I love this NRG pill, I have more energy. You just want to make sure that you are sharing, because again, visibility will create curiosity. All right. And then invite them on the calls like this. So you guys follow me? Put a number 2 if you guys are following me, right? Because I'm excited. So I'm just, I'm excited, you guys, right? So boom, let's keep it moving. Step 3, you guys, is leverage social proof. Like I just said, you want to make sure you're posting those before and after photos. You want to create testimonials, product demonstration. So literally when Laquail came on the call, you guys, she didn't say anything. She was making her tea. Okay. She said that she likes it. It tastes good, whatever, right? It's matching my outfit. You guys could be doing the same thing. You want to make sure that you're just showing people that you love the product, right? Not just that you want them to buy it from you, right? And so when you keep showing results, it keeps making people have that fear of missing out. Like, man, uh, um, Sherry's helping all these people lose weight. When is it going to be my turn, right? So you want to continue to share. And remember, use your own story too, you guys, because people don't just buy the products, they buy you, right? And so another thing that worked tremendously for Ty and as a matter of fact, I want all of us to do this tonight, okay? I want you to go on your social media. I did it on Facebook. I have a question for you guys. Coffee or tea, right? Simple question, right? And what that is, you guys, is it becomes a funnel. Because when you start to ask people for their advice, listen, people love to give their opinion, all right? And so when you do something simple like, do you like tropical or watermelon? People love to give their opinion, their advice, right? And so on Instagram, I would suggest putting it in your stories, make a poll. And then what happens is when the people go and they click on your polls, this is what I did. I went through all the people that said watermelon and I reached out to them. Okay, listen, I got something that not only is watermelon, tastes amazing, but helped me to lose 10 pounds this week. Can I share it with you? Very, very simple, you guys. All right. And if you're on Facebook, you just want to make a post and say, hey, do you like coffee or tea? Then all the people that said coffee, then you reach out to them. So I see you like coffee. Have you ever tried my mushroom coffee or have you ever tried Delgado coffee? 9 out of 9 times, 10 out of 10 times, they're going to say, no, I've never tried that. What is that? Boom. Can I share a sample with you? And then you tell me what you love about it. Not what you like, what you love about it. All right. So use the things that Instagram and Facebook are giving us for free, you guys. All right. So step 4. All right. We got to get good at this. How many of you guys drop a number 2 in the chat if you hear and have heard the fortune is in the follow-up? Just drop it in the chat if you heard it. The fortune is in the follow-up. You guys, that is, when I used to hear that, I used to kind of get like cringy, like, yeah, we heard this, we heard this, we heard this. But the truth is, you guys, the fortune truly is in the follow-up. Because when you get somebody who may have tried the product, right? And they love the product, but they may not necessarily want to be a business partner yet, right? Guess what? They already love the product. And when somebody loves something, they're going to be open to sharing it. And so what we did is, hey, you love this product? You love this tea? Well, how about this? If you can get me 5 people that you think out of your network would try this, or try a week supply, or try a month supply, I'm going to give you a week supply of your favorite product, right? You guys, we have to be willing to follow up. Fortune is in the follow-up, and then have a system, however you want to track it, whether that be a notebook, whether that want to be an Excel sheet, however you want to do it, make sure that you have a way to be able to track when your people are purchasing and when it's time for them to reorder, right? And then, of course, you want to check back with everyone who's shown interest, even the people that said no, right? Because most people buy on the 3rd or 7th time. You guys, typically people, unless they're like a person that just quickly takes action, doesn't really decide their first time, because they have to believe it. They have to believe that you're taking the product. They have to believe that you love the product. They have to believe that the product works, right? And so you have to continue to show it, right? I always say the more times you're willing to show up and show it online are the more chances that people are going to say, you know what, I'm ready to buy this. And it doesn't matter. A lot of the times we think, oh, well, everyone always sees me posting this. Everyone always sees me posting this. You guys, McDonald's, Burger King, KFC, they don't care how many times they see themselves putting together a bun on the bread, a bun and ketchup. And they don't care about any of that. They don't care about the same commercial being played 40, 50, 60 times. They know that this is about numbers and it's about exposure. And the more times that they keep showing it, you eventually will say, you know what? I've been in the mood for a burger. Let me go over here because they've been promoting this new burger, right? So you got to think the same. okay, mushroom coffee, mushroom coffee, mushroom coffee, mushroom coffee. The more I keep showing up in the morning drinking my coffee, someone's going to say, what is that stuff that you keep drinking? Right. And so you want to make sure that you stay consistent and stay genuine. Right. And the thing that's up, you guys, we have a 5-day synergy kit. I love the 5-day synergy kit because that has given me the opportunity to sample people on the spot, right? So boom, just make sure you're following up. Make sure you continue to expose your product, all right? And lastly, hold on. The last thing is, boom, right here. How to keep them retained, you guys, is simple, you guys. Once they order, right, you want to just plug them into the community. So, show them the TLC freedom, invite them on our calls, you guys. Make sure that you celebrate their wins. If your customer lost 1 pound, 2 pounds, celebrate it. If they can get back in those jeans again, celebrate. As a matter of fact, put celebrate in the chat, because what we celebrate, we accelerate, right? Right? You want to make sure that we don't just hit them up when it's time for them to continue to buy, but make sure that they are getting the result that they desire, right? And so repeat customers count too, like I said earlier, because it's the people that keep coming back are going to be the ones who say, hey, my aunt loves, I gave my aunt some, she wants to buy some, how can she get some more? Hey, my uncle wants some, how can they get more? And guess who they can get more from? You, right? And so another thing that I wrote down, you guys, is Halloween is coming up. All right. And so what I'm going to be doing, and I want to invite all of you guys to do it, is when the children are out, right, and you may be out handing out candy, right? For those of us that are going to be handing out candy, the child always has an adult with them most of the time, right? And so while we are handing out my sister is going to be handing out candy, I'm going to be asking the adult, do you want vitamins in this cold weather? Because it's cold in here, y'all. It's cold over here in Delaware, you guys. I don't know about where you guys are at, but it's cold here. So, hey, you want some vitamins, or do you want some information about what I do? I'm going to give them the choice, because I want the kids to have their candy, but I want the adult to get either some information with with a way to connect with me, or a vitamin, right? And so I just want to encourage you guys. I'm going to stop sharing here. All right. I want to encourage you guys, out of these 5 steps, just do what works for you. But one of the biggest things, you guys, the biggest things that really helped us get 100 clients super, super fast is leveraging the Fun Friday deals and the Thankful Tuesday deals from Total Life Changes. All right. That has been such a game changer. Number one, on Mondays, they announce already what the deal is going to be for Tuesday. So take that day on Monday to say, okay, I'm going to write a list of all the people that I know that complain about being tired. They're getting ready to have a deal on the NRG. So I'm going to go through a whole list of all those people. I'm going to go through the people that already love NRG. I'm just going to keep going through my list. I'm going to keep reaching out to people, okay? When they know the deal on Monday, you should be preparing yourself and saying, on Tuesday, I'm already going to have people that prepaid me. I'm already going to have people that want this product. So once they drop that deal, I'm already going to say, hey, they just dropped it and it's limited quantity. You want to put your order in now before they sell out? Boom, right? That's what I did, you guys. That's what Ty did. I hope this wasn't too much, too quick, too fast, too soon, but I wanted to respect your guys' time. Right. And I don't know if anyone has questions or what have you, but you guys, it is really, honestly, you guys, the simplicity. It is the simplicity. It is the things, to be honest with you guys, that get boring during all the time. It does get boring, you guys, sometimes, right? You got, oh my God, I got to make another call. I got to make another call. I got to make another call. Right. But what I did, I got myself in the zone. Like, I'm in my office. My husband knows when I'm in my office, I'm here. Leave me alone. Let me turn my music on. Let me turn my air fresheners. Let me get in my zone and just get on the phone and call. And then I just have fun, you guys. Fun. I call it dial for dollars. Okay. I'm going to pick up the phone. I'm going to dial for dollars. Okay. And so I want to encourage you guys to have fun with this. And the last thing I want to leave with them, LQ, is remember this, you guys. Maybe some of you guys, like for me, I'm going with my husband. Maybe some of you all may be doing this on your own and you're like, how am I going to do this? Right. You guys remember, the people that qualify also get to bring a guest with them. So why not lock in with somebody that you know is a hustler, somebody that you know needs a vacation, and say, girl, if you can help me get 50 people to get these products, we can go on this vacation together. All right. So you would be surprised at your girlfriend or your homeboy, whoever want to say, you know what, you're right. I need a vacation and it's free. Okay, let me lock in.
Right.
They'll work with you. Okay, so that's my time. Laquel, thank you so much. I hope that I helped you guys, and this has been awesome. Thank you.
That was so good. I don't leave just yet. I just want to say that was perfect. That was even more than I expected. Thank you for, preparing, because I know it wasn't fully last minute, but it kind of was. So I appreciate you taking the time and putting that together. And you took the words right out of my mouth, because one of the things that I was going to say is everything that you shared is not the sexy things. It's not the things that we love to do. It's not the things that people are really going to see, but they're effective. And I know, I want you guys to drop in the comment, what was the biggest thing that you heard or that you needed reminding of that you really need to do? One thing I can say is what she shared is really she created a system. And a system, when you really treat this business like a business, you're going to have those kind of results. So we have to make sure that when, we're in a season, it's getting cold outside, but guess what? That means people are going to be in the house more. So now what you do on social is important. Like, I love even that TLC is doing these social media contests for us to create content. So I suggest they have one going right now for Halloween. I got to decide what costume I'm going to use, because I'm going to make me one. And so let's leverage what TLC is having us do, because all of everything that TLC is doing is to help us increase our bottom line. I have a weekly call with Mr. Lakari, and one thing that we were talking about was, at this point in our business and in this company, we have so many tools to succeed. We got so many tools. We just have to leverage those tools. We just got to leverage those tools. So Jess said the follow up. Brenda said follow up. Rashida said dial for dollars, dig through the old customers. And guys, I really do think the follow up is a lot of times, even for myself, where we fall short. We're excited in the moment when we have the conversation, when we exchange the information. But if you let too much time pass by, that person may not, how many times have you sampled somebody, and when you follow up 3 or 4 days later, they haven't even used the sample yet? And so the fortune definitely is in the follow up. That's not just a cliche. That's not just a saying. That's the truth. And so I suggest that you take some time and create a system for you, because all of us have different schedules. All of us have different things we do on a day-to-day basis, but you have to make sure that you're carving out time that you need to focus on your business. I love what she said. When she's in the office, she has that office time. And I've listen, sometimes you got to take some NRG, you got to turn on some music. I watched the verses last night, Cash Money and No Limit. Baby, I was in the zone. Okay. So you might want to put on when I tell you I had a whole that's a whole nother conversation. I had a full concert. You'd have thought I was on stage with them. But whatever you got to do to put yourself in that headspace so that you can show up and be excited, and not it be a chore, but it's something that you're excited and look forward to doing. Whether it's an hour a day, some of you may have an hour a day, some of you may have 2 hours a day. Whatever time that you have to dedicate, just be consistent. And so I want to say thank you, Sierra. If I don't see anybody that if anybody has any questions for Sierra, you can raise your Zoom hand. One thing I do want to ask you, because I know you're not new to TLC, and this is probably is going to be a while back question, but I know people need to hear this. When you really started to succeed at a high level in your business, what was the turning point for you?
That's a really good question. And I would say, to be honest with you, it was stop making the excuses and stop allowing fear to take over. And because a lot of the times we do get in our way, we do get in our head. And in the beginning, I would be like, oh, this person, they're going to say no. We already make decisions for people that say no. But then as I said, you know what, that's just fear talking. Right. And so I just said, you know what, Sierra, just do it. And to be honest with you, that was a turning point for me, because it was those people that I thought would say no would be the first ones that said yes. And then they would bring me referrals. And then it'd be my family member over here who I'm like, oh, I know they're going to get it. They'd be like, nah, I ain't got it, niece, nah. And you're like, wait a minute. So I think that was the biggest turning point. And I want to encourage anyone that may just be starting out, right? Like you guys, I've been here for 5 years. So for someone that's just starting now, like just have the belief and know that even if they say no, it truly is getting you closer to the yes. But the more that you get comfortable in the no's, the less that it will bother you. Because you're like, okay, especially when you know what the products do. Like, drop a one if you guys know that the products work, right? So when you know what the product and what you have in your hand is gold, you'll let go of the nose and say, okay, and just use it as practice. Like the more you keep practicing, the better you're going to get. And so that, I think that, Laquail, to answer your question, I hope that did, was just honestly overcoming that fear of and making decisions for people before they even gave me an answer. So yeah.
That's so good, especially that last part, making decisions for people before they give you an answer. Because even, I've seen this over the years, 10 years strong. I've done it myself at times. Sometimes we count people's pockets for them. We assume because if we're not in the financial space we want to be in, and maybe we're not in a position to invest $200 or $300, that doesn't mean the person that we're talking to doesn't. But if we already tell ourselves that I don't want to ask them to buy a kit, I don't want to ask them to do this, you're never going to get it. You're never going to get it. And so you said some great things. I just want to say thank you so much again. I'm super proud of you. This was amazing, y'all. And I'm going to ask if you don't mind dropping those slides in the Telegram chat, because I'm sure people are going to ask for them. So if you don't mind dropping them in there. But thank you so much, Sierra. Go ahead, y'all. Drop some fire for Sierra. That was an amazing, 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 amazing training. Okay. There's not much left to be said. One thing I definitely want to encourage you guys to know, every day we get closer to 2026. Every day we get closer to the new year. And so this is the opportunity that each of us has to really make some decisions of where we want to take our business. And, you know, shout out to you guys for being on here. Number one, tapping into the information. Now it's time to take those things that you heard, take those things that you learned, and really apply them. And when it comes to the no's, guys, one thing I definitely want to say is no, when someone tells you no, number one, it's not right now, it's a temporary thing. But number two, it doesn't say anything is wrong with you. I think sometimes we don't realize how personal we take a no. We think, well, we said something wrong or we did something wrong. No, you didn't say or do anything wrong. That person may not be ready. Like Sierra said earlier, people go through stuff that you don't know anything about. And so their no could be tied to something completely that you're not even thinking about. And so it's definitely, this is the time. And guys, everything going on in the world today with the furlough and people not working, this is also the time to really promote the business. We had an amazing training with Anthony Powell on Wednesday, and he leveraged, we've talked about leveraging technology. He gave some prompts on how to invite. And so if you have Chat GPT or whatever service you use, leverage it, ask it questions. I want to invite some people. You can do a voice note if it's easier for you to relay what type of message you want to have. Hey, I want to invite some people that I know to get on a taste and talk to learn about Total Life Changes products. Give me a couple messages I can share, and start working through that so you can get the proper tools, so you don't feel like, well, I don't know what to say or I don't know what to do. you know Technology has given us no excuse at this point to get it done. So it's just up to us to make that decision and say, you know what, I'm going to lock in. So, Anthony, if you could drop the Telegram link in the chat. Guys, if you are not a part of our team accountability chat, this is where we share wins, we celebrate each other, we champion each other, we ask questions. We also um, talk about what we have going on, different events in different cities. So you definitely want to stay plugged in and connected. And it really shows you the community that you are really a part of. Some of those people that you're sharing the products with, when they see, I'm going back to another thing that Sierra said, letting people see other people. So when someone goes on your page, they want to see you, but let them see other people so they know you're a part of something big. Everybody likes to be a part of something. And this is the time when it gets cold outside, people are not outside as much. People are in the house more. And guess what people do when they're in the house more? They're scrolling, they're looking, they're paying attention. And so this is the time for us to show up bigger, louder, and stronger. Leverage your results from the challenge that just wrapped, If you didn't do the challenge or you just got started, we have a brand new challenge loading. So if you have a health goal, leverage the challenge coming up. The new control product is really killing the game. At this point, I'm getting messages daily from people, whether it's a business partner or a customer or someone that I sampled, that is telling me how amazing and how much they love the control. And so if you haven't gotten you a bottle of control, I highly suggest that you do and start sharing it, start sampling it, start talking about it. The company is also offering samples where you get a card with the information with 2 capsules. So you can buy that in your back office as a distributor. So now you have samples that you can physically pass out with the information. So, y'all, this is literally our season. This is our season to do some amazing, amazing things. It's just up to us to make that decision that we are going to lock in, to make that decision that we're going to do the personal development we need to do every day to get our mind in the right space. And that's it, y'all. So before we go, I'm going to ask again, does anybody have any questions? If anybody has any questions, you can raise your Zoom hand or you can unmute yourself if anybody has any questions. I was trying to scroll through. I see all the fire signs. I love that. Okay. I mean, we got a lot of information tonight. I'm excited to see who applies it. I'm gonna make sure I apply some stuff, apply the things that I heard too, because all of it are always great reminders of the things that we know work. The basics still work. 10 years later, 5 years later for Sierra, 10 years later for me, the basics still work. I see a bunch of simple in the chat. Let me see. Does anybody? So it doesn't look like there's any questions. So if there's no questions, guys, have an amazing, amazing rest of the night. Get your plan together of who you're going to call. I would get your list together. Go through your phone tonight and get those warm market leads together. Look at the people that maybe you talked to 3 or 4 months ago that you want to circle back to. Have that list ready. So when on Mindset Monday, when they tell us what the Thankful Tuesday deal is going to be, you can already start getting the word out. I had people already waiting for the NutriBurst deal because I told them in advance. All the people that I know that buy NutriBurst pouches, I made sure I let them know. So get your list together. We'll be available in the Telegram chat if anybody has any questions. But that's what we got tonight, y'all. So have an amazing night, y'all. Be safe out in them streets. And we will see you guys in the chat and we'll see y'all next week. Good night, everybody.